Alright guys, we are here at the Omni Las Colinas Hotel here in Irving, Texas, and we have a room today. Not only that, it is actually a pretty special room. Now, in accordance with my policies here for running the channel, I do want to let you guys know that this review was made in partnership with the hotel. Not as in the Hilton partnership, but nonetheless the hotel was aware of my arrival and this has been set up for my birthday, so there is a pretty likely chance that this was a complimentary upgrade, not due to inventory, but due to the fact it was my birthday and they know I'm coming here. On top of that, I also have to say that there is a possibility that when you stay here, you're likely not going to receive this service. And by possibility, I mean it's more than likely you're probably not just going to get a random free upgrade to a suite, and yeah. Anyways though, getting past that, yeah, we are back here again. For those unaware, I've stayed at the Anatole for at least 7 years, I think, for my birthday. And this year I thought we'd mix things up and come to the Omni and see what Omni would do for my birthday, because I think we can learn safely from Hilton that what do they do for my birthday? Well, not much. Anyways though, yeah, coming in, we do have a door here with a VIN card lock with a deadbolt that is kind of finicky, but does work. Then we do have a little flip out latch as well. Here's the map. As you can see, we are in one of the corners of this building. It's actually a very interesting building. Not very many rooms, but they do have, I think, 300. Also worth noting, this used to be a Four Seasons hotel when it opened. So, yeah, it is now an Omni. Very interesting. I wonder what these rooms are like. I guess those might be like a discounted room or something. Interesting. This is a one-bedroom suite. I think it's called a Mandalay suite with a view, if you were interested in booking it. Though yeah, coming in we have our D&D sign as well. Peephole is also offered. All pretty standard stuff. Now let's turn around. Coming in we have some very nice artwork. Actually does remind me a lot of what the Anatole used to be like, not so much now. Except a lot more modern, of course. Coming in we have a nice mirror, a giant lamp, and also a charcuterie board and a bottle of champagne. Well, I don't know, is this champagne? It's got alcohol in it. Okay, thankfully it's not champagne, but regardless, I will be keeping that. Personally, I don't drink, but that bottle's going to my collection. Charcuterie board will definitely be enjoyed by yours truly tonight as well. We do have a napkin as well, and some glasses, so, you know, this will be a birthday in style. Over here, we do have a nice lamp. If we come out this way, we have our living room here. Yeah, as you can see, it is a very interesting half oval shape, I guess. We are in the corner of the hotel, so it is pretty interesting. We have this like interesting shaped sectional sofa here with a nice lamp in the corner. It's not dimmable, but it is a lamp. No outlets there, but I'm sure there's an outlet somewhere over here. You also have like a nice leg rest. Again, very nice artwork. It definitely has that Las Colinas theme, but at the same time, it also feels very Anatole-ish, which I like personally. Yeah, very nice sofa. It's not a sofa sleeper. Well, I think it's called I think they consider it a love seat, but I consider it kind of a sofa. It's pretty big. We can test it though. Actually, very comfortable. We get a nice like side table here. Yeah, pretty nice stuff. Over here we have our dresser, which looks very nice. Of course it's clean because, again, they knew I was coming here, so they'd have to be stupid to give me a room that wasn't perfect. Yeah, but very nice. Yep, everything is clean, as it should be. If we go over here, we have a television as well. We can see if it works. It is a newer smart TV system with the older Omni logo on it, but I don't think the era of the logo is really going to change that much. It is a little small, I will say, but
this is a nuclear bomb. We had a plan. This is
yeah,
the plan.
pretty standard TV. Pretty much the same thing I see in every Omni. Over here, we do have a pamphlet going over the room service offerings as well. You also get a nice lamp here. It's like an elevated version of what you see in some IKEA stores, or what you saw in IKEA a few years ago, except it's a bit more upscale looking, and it's got this marble top. It is dimmable too, which is nice. That's something about Omni. They give you a lot of, I think customization is one of their things, and customizing the light is something they're very big on in these hotels, which personally, I actually like that. I think it's a great idea, especially when you have someone else in the room and you don't want to wake them up. Or if you just want to set the mood and have some champagne and charcuterie boards, I suppose. That lamp is also dimmable, by the way, and the switch is for some reason on the back. But still very nice. Over here we have our chairs and table. We can test these chairs too. I swear, what is it with Omni and sticking these in my hotel rooms? I can't get away from it. First it was Hilton and now that. Shame on them to think I'm a furry. And there's my box. That did not come with the hotel, though. If we open this up, they did give me a pamphlet. And no, it's not another fursuit. Shame on you for thinking I'm a furry. How could you? Though yeah, we basically have this thing that just talks about everything they're doing here. Yeah, if you ever wanted to look at the activities, here is your chance. And all the dining options as well. On this side, we do have all the amenities and such. Very nice hotel. Now, if we come around this way, we actually have a balcony. Now, it's not really a balcony. It's what they call a Juliet-style balcony, or what I call a walk-on balcony. It is locked, so we have to unlock it first. Then you can just pull open the door. It is a very, very heavy balcony door, so it's not going to stay open. But we can kind of prop it open. As you can see, we can walk out on this balcony here. It is very nice, as expected. Very small, though. I can see why online they don't say that they intend to have furniture out here. But it is a nice step-on balcony. We have a beautiful view towards Dallas and the lake. And actually, we even have a view of downtown Dallas if you zoom in. Pretty cool. You can also see Las Colinas and the beautiful Christmas tree down there. I do love Christmas decorations, and Las Colinas is not playing around this year. Actually, if you look right there, there's a massive Christmas tree. Though, yeah, let's get back into the room. This balcony is very... Yeah, no. It's nice to step out on, but you probably would not want to spend that long on it. It's very heavy, too. But at least it doesn't slam. I'll be willing to bet this is all original from when the hotel was built. Well, of course it is, but you know what I mean. Hasn't really been touched since. The curtains also follow that interesting curve shape, so they are a little bit finicky in this room, but honestly, I'm not surprised given the fact that the tracks in here are also on an angle. I do like the curtains, though. I think they really complement the room. I mean, you know, with this color scheme, it's actually really hard to make things work, and I think that they've actually done a pretty good job with this color scheme, making it not boring, which is not easy, so props to Omni. Though, yeah, if we come over here, we do have our standard Omni bedroom. Very nice, though. Very recently renovated. It looks beautiful. I think they actually just finished this renovation last year, so it's pretty fresh. We have another TV. Again, you can watch TV in bed or in the living room. There's your thermostat. It is a comfortable 68 in here, so I don't think it's lying. Pillows are nice. Definitely feather, which is pretty standard. No drawers in these rooms, but we do get a notepad. And no drawers also does mean no Bible, so do take that into account. But in a place like this, you can probably call one up. You do have an alarm clock with USB, and then there are outlets on both sides of the bed. One on this side and two on the other, so pretty well covered in terms of plugging things in. Another LG. But the TV seems to work pretty well. Actually, I think that this system is very closely related to that of what you see in Hilton. It's made by the same company, so yeah. Bed, we'll pull that apart in just a second, but I do want to get some photos of the room first, and then I will splice in right now. Right, guys, now we're going to pull apart the bed. First and foremost, I will say it's definitely a king. And one thing I've noticed about Omni consistently is that they're very good at making their sheets perfectly smooth. I mean, there are wrinkles, but compared to the Hiltons we've seen, this is a very big step up in their bedding game. We'll pull it apart from this side. Anyways, though, we do have a throw pillow. Not exactly my favorite thing, but you know what? At least it doesn't look that dirty, and I'm sure that these probably do get replaced when they get damaged. So we'll just leave that there. Anyways, though, we do have some very nice sheets, very high thread count, I like. We got some nice pillows here. Yeah, no complaints there. Pulling the bed apart here, we do have a duvet cover and then a bottom sheet, which is actually my preferred method of bedding. I think it's a bit more sanitary than triple sheeting. Not by much, but you know. Looks like we have firmer pillows in back and softer pillows in front. Pretty standard when we're doing feather pillows, I will say. If we pull the mattress back, oh yeah, that's a pretty new mattress. Mattress cover came up with it. No encasement, but wow, that's a pillow top too. That's nice. Yeah, this mattress doesn't... This actually looks very new. It feels very nice too. I don't see any signs that there's been bed bugs in here, and I'm pretty sure in a place like this, they would definitely keep an eye on doing inspections and all that stuff, so I would say this bed has most likely been cleaned, or it's very clean. I mean, there are a couple hairs that have gotten stuck in there. That's every hotel, though, really. Very clean, though. We can sit on the bed, though, to test it. Let me just put the pillows back. Another nice thing, padded headboards. Not every hotel has them, and believe me, they are a game changer. Trust me, when you are like me and you doom scroll at 2 a.m. on your phone, it is very nice to be able to use your headrest or the headboard and not have your head on a solid piece of wood. Yeah. Oh yeah, very nice mattress. Very supportive. Definitely better than that of what you can find in some other hotels. I mean, nowadays a lot of hotels are adopting better bedding, but yeah, very good mattress. I think I'll sleep very well for the 3 nights that I'm here. Though yeah, that'll be all for this review, or the bed section anyways. Let's get back to the room tour. Okay, that was the bed. Anyways, now we are in the coffee area, which is also connected to the front of the room. You do have a corridor that leads you right to the bedroom as well. Coming in here though, we do have a closet, which is illuminated, which is nice. Very 80s looking light fixture up in here. I think it still has an incandescent bulb too, yeah. Still in use. I'm guessing it just never burnt out. Right here we do have our Omni standard stuff. I guess as an insider, I do get free pressings and shoe shinings now. Because, you know, my Crocs definitely need to be shined. You do get an extra pillow and a blanket as well. Not for the sofa, just in case you need an extra one. Also an iron and an ironing board, all pretty standard. I'm surprised they actually took the wallpaper into the closet too, but it looks pretty nice actually. Closing that door, we do have a full height mirror as well, so you can check yourself out before leaving for the day. This switch does control the light above. Over here is our coffee station, which that is actually one of the original paintings from when the hotel was from the previous renovation. They actually kept that and reused it, which I think is really cool. I like how they paid homage to the original while also bringing it up to date. I think it looks way better. And here we do have a safe all the way back there. Oh, it's not bolted in, that's why. So if we want to bring it just a little bit closer, we can. It is your standard Omni safe mark though. Oh, and it works, very nice. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I can't complain, honestly. Everything works. You do get some extra space as well. Have some extra waters on top of the 2 they gave you. All of them are complimentary, which is nice. Not a lot of hotels in this category do that, and it's very annoying when you go in a hotel and see they charge you for that stuff. So, very nice of them to give you that for free. Of course, you are probably spending that extra dollar, though, to stay in a place like this, so that should be expected. We do have some coffee, which I actually hear Omni is ditching stance and going back to Pete's Coffee, so, yeah, we still have Cueva Dark Roast and Stance Decaf. That seems to have been the standard recently, which, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going back to Pete's. You do have a Keurig, though, pretty standard for Omni. It works. Single serving model. Get some cups as well, and some coasters, so no need to worry about damaging the nightstands, which I like that they're not wood top, which makes it so much easier. But yeah, that is the coffee station, also an ice bucket as well. Now let's come into the bathroom, which has a beautiful solid marble countertop. This is actually slightly different than the standard rooms. This bathroom is, I think, a little bit differently laid out too, compared to a standard room. Solid marble floors, very similar to the Hilton Lincoln Center actually. We get like this nice like marble vanity. I like that they kept these. I think these are original to the building and they look beautiful. So yeah, I like that they kept some originality. But we do have some towels back here. Not very many of them. They're quite stingy in this place, but you do get plenty of towels. You also do have like a lotion bottle and a mirror, as well as a sink. Pretty standard. If we close the door, it does have a lock on it. Nice modern doorknob. That's what it looks like. We do have a switch. Pretty standard stuff. You also have like a little seat and another mirror with a light on top as well. Very interesting fixture. It's not very bright, but it does add some more light into the bathroom, which is good. You also have a toilet on this side, which is a old toilet, but I'm sure it gets the job done, so yeah. Now we have a floor mat. This is actually different than what I'm used to in Omni. Perhaps they're changing their linens up a bit, but they look nice. You also have like one of these soft mats as well. We close the shower. We have a standing shower in this hotel. I think all the tubs were removed pretty much during the renovation and replaced with these, which makes sense. Does make it a lot more modern, but the shower does work, I'm sure. Oh yeah, works very well. Very good pressure. It's not hot yet, but I'm sure it'd get hot. Then we have our standard Omni Hotels Clear products. That's pretty standard stuff, really, for Omni anyways. Yeah, pretty good overall, though. Go ahead and turn off the lights. So yeah, that is the room here at the Omni Las Colinas Hotel here in Irving, Texas. Yeah, very nice. I appreciate the people who made this possible. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. But for today, that'll be all.